What is the burden of proof? Have you ever wondered what it really means when someone talks about the burden of proof in a legal context? This concept is key in both civil and criminal cases and can shape the outcome of a trial. Let's break it down. The burden of proof refers to the responsibility of a party to prove their claims in a legal proceeding. This obligation is essential for ensuring that cases are heard and decided fairly. There are two main components to this concept: the burden of production and the burden of persuasion. The burden of production is the duty to present enough evidence to raise an issue for consideration by the judge or jury. This means that a case cannot just be dismissed without being heard. On the other hand, the burden of persuasion is about the standard of proof needed to convince the judge or jury that a particular fact is true. This burden stays with one party throughout the trial and ultimately determines the outcome. Different types of cases have different standards of proof. In criminal cases, the highest standard is beyond a reasonable doubt. Here, the prosecution must prove the defendant's guilt to the point that no reasonable person would doubt it. In most civil cases, the standard is known as preponderance of the evidence. This means that the plaintiff must show that their claim is more likely true than not. There is also a middle ground called clear and convincing evidence, which is often used in cases involving fraud or disputes over wills. For law students, understanding the burden of proof is vital. It influences how cases are argued and decided. When preparing for the law school admission test or engaging in legal discussions, knowing the different standards and their applications can help informing logical arguments and analyzing legal scenarios. In the context of law school admission test preparation, grasping the burden of proof aids in tackling logical reasoning questions that may involve legal situations. It helps identify the type of evidence necessary to support a claim and evaluate the strength of arguments based on various standards of proof. This knowledge can significantly improve your ability to reason through complex legal scenarios and boost your performance on the law school admission test. So, as you prepare for your legal journey, remember that the burden of proof is not just a legal term. It is a fundamental principle that shapes the very fabric of legal proceedings. Understanding it will serve you well in your studies and future career.